Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. An excerpt from Dissolving the Ego, Realizing the Self, Contemplations from the Teachings of David R. Hawkins. The well-disciplined mind should only speak when requested to perform a task. Untrained, the mind becomes an unruly onstage performer and a nuisance. The self needs to learn respect for the self and the silence of the presence. By observing the mind, it becomes apparent that the self represents the disruptive, unruly child who constantly seeks attention. So try to observe the mind when it requires for things to be a certain way. Observe when we are becoming too demanding of things. Whenever we feel incomplete, whenever we feel unease, it is a sign that we have veered away from the center. Tuning back into the center can be done just by taking a deep breath in and a prolonged breath out, erecting the spine and withdrawing from all the senses and bypassing all the request of your pleasure-seeking self. This is your small self with a small s, and the game of life is to continually identify which one is of the lower mind and which one is of the higher self. Your higher self speaks in silence. It can be heard and felt through whispers. And whenever you feel at ease and at peace with all things, when you have a greater understanding of how things work, whenever you realize and you're in awe of life, when we are grateful for things that we already have and what we are about to have, this is when you are tuned into your higher self. This is your spiritual self. And in this realm, all is well. There's nothing to hold on to. There's nothing to be. Nothing is required. All is complete and all is known. Questions start to diminish because we know that all answers are within and it is complete. And when we are in this state, we require nothing. For just to live in this present moment is the gift. And the whole point is right here. Just you sitting. And this is what they mean when they say dissolving the ego, for it is just a hallucination. Your ego, your persona, do not get too involved in that. It is merely a learning tool for you to become more self-aware, and it's just a game to be played, not to be taken too seriously. So make time for thinking and make time for non-thinking. Become a wise discerner of what is. Stand guard at the doors of your mind. For in your thinking, that is how you create your reality. And if you take a step back and practice visualization, affirmations, and really get out of the pattern of your predictable future and familiar past. And that is where we create space to Be at one with miracles. That you are infinite, that nothing is ever solid. We're all made of organs and systems and tissues and cell, and if you zoom in even more, you'll find molecules are made of atoms, and atoms are made of even smaller parts of quarks and neutrinos. And if you zoom in even more, it's made of nothing but energies. It's just whirling movement. And all is made up of that one stuff, which is non-stuff, which is energy. Everything is energy. From what's inside your flesh, from what's inside your bag of skin, and outside of you, which is air. It's not totally nothing, my friends. It's all one. And we're just gifted with this consciousness of awareness. We are gifted that we have a life experience that we get to appreciate and really be here. So when was the last time that you were really present, where you felt the wind on your face and you really were there to appreciate the blossoming of a flower and you just loved everything? And it might contain pain, this human life, for the departure from oneness already contains pain. The moment you were birthed by your mother, it was excruciating pain. And you cried, but it's all worth it, only if we tune in to what is beautiful. And at the heart of your innermost being, at the core, that's why we call it courage. Core meaning it comes from the heart, the center. In your divine center, you are undisturbed. You are eternally peaceful, magnanimous, and powerful. And you can change how you feel about yourself and how you are to be in this very limited experience on earth. And how shall it be for you? First of all, you need to be at one with yourself. Become at peace with yourself. Love yourself so much that you have a lot of extra to share. And figure out what you can contribute so that you'll be rewarded, and then you'll become a being full of resources that you'll even share some more. That we're just conduits of bounty, my friends. Everything just flows through you. So quit holding on to things. Wherever you may be pulled, it might involve a little discomfort, like learning. Learning is really uncomfortable, but once you tap that in, the neurons in your brain shall make new connections and it shall become automatic. And from that point, you'll create a new vantage point, a new horizon shall appear, and once again you're going to be called for some uncomfortable things, and life will surprise you with circumstances that are unexpected. So may we show up with courage. So my hope for you today and my wish for you today is to just show up with courage. Show up with courage. There's nothing that can really bring you down but yourself. And make it a point to make yourself physically strong. Ooh, I did my first muscle up today. I've been working on that for a long time. It needs a lot of upper body strength. It's where you launch through a pull-up and you bring the half of your upper body above the bar and you do some dips. I just find it amazing. And if you work on your body, you get to watch the mind with more control. So master your body, clarify your mind, organize your life, and live at the utmost, highest, and operate in the highest integrity. Aim at the highest possible good with regards to your relationships, your physicality, your spirituality, and your business, whatever that might be. And your business can be your creativity, and your creativity is laying deep within your soul. Our main point here is to create as you were created. You're here to express. If you don't express, it shall harden in your body as disease, and we do not like that. So express your uniqueness, whatever it may be. Do not worry about what other people say. And the geniuses, they are put down by society. So just be brave and figure it out. If it helps people, bring it out there and check out the data. If it is if it brings value to people. First, bring value to yourself, and next, bring value to other people. That's it for today. We have reached our 12-minute mark. These are just what's popping up inside my head on a beautiful Wednesday. We're right here at West 21st Street in Chelsea, and we can just observe people walking their dogs and people just running hither and thither. They're alive. Like now we are just preparing for our show. I have a band called Turbo Goth. If you're into live music, we will be opening for this band called Princess Ghost. They are awesome. They're an awesome band. We opened for them in New York couple years back on their first show, and now they're really big, and now we're still opening for them because they're just cool people and we just vibe. So I hope to see you on the dates if you're in Chattanooga or if you're in Raleigh and Charlotte. Stay tuned, we will be doing tattoos in Charlotte too before heading back to New York. Always remember, make pure thy heart. Get creative in the kitchen. Check out the food blog, makepuretheyheart.com. And check out Snow Tattoo. Sarah Gogler, the best fine liner out there, tattooing for 16 years. Man, that's a long time. That's a 16-year-old boy. Imagine 16-year-old boy. He is already capable of kickflips or handstands or just sitting. Just being a beautiful boy. Okay, that's it for today. Stay courageous. Stay pure. Namaste.